This particular message is from a chairperson and a lot owner. His name is Bruce. He's given me permission to share that. And after reading my email where I invited everyone to today's chat and spoke about this article, Bruce said, in my view, Amanda, you've hit the nail on the head in identifying the strata industry as one where toxicity of working environment, poor business practices, and antediluvian management attitudes are rife. Bruce, I had to Google it. I had to go and look up what antediluvian meant. And apparently it means ridiculously old-fashioned. Ridiculously old-fashioned was the Google definition that I liked. I love that word. I'm going to use it. Antediluvian management attitudes, says Bruce. These are rife in our strata industry. Bruce says, I suspect there are some very well-run strata companies out there, but equally suspect that those are in the minority. Speaking from his observations as chair of his building for over a decade and his dealings with one strata management company that they have employed, that his building's employed in that time, there is a churn and burn of seemingly competent, dedicated strata managers or their assistants or their support staff. And he, as an owner, is concerned about that. And he says if it's concerning from an external observer, it should be turning lights red in those who are owning or running strata companies. They are wasting their investment of money and time recruiting and training people only to have them leave after short periods. And that is just one of the red lights. Bruce says that his observations are usually echoed by those who are in his circle of committee members and also those who live in other strata buildings who he communicates with sometimes. He says equally concerning has been the apparent need for managers to work at ludicrous hours if their only way of keeping up requires regularly dealing with work at 6 p.m. on a Saturday or 11 p.m. on a Sunday, then something is awry, not to mention unsustainable. And I'm just reminded that I received an email from a strata manager at 9 a.m. on Easter Sunday. Okay? Haven't yet connected with that manager, which I will do to work out why that was happening, but that shocked me. Bruce says that he's seeing this from good strata managers, not the strugglers or the stragglers, manic multitasking. And he says he observes the clattering of the keyboard from the strata manager when on the phone, gaps in conversation when obviously their attention is split. Is hardly a wonderful advertisement for an industry that elevated itself to professional last year. Issues like work-life balance, stress, anxiety, and the manifold mental health quality of life issues that flow from those in the strata industry need full and frank discussion and active addressing. And Bruce says, good on you for pushing the issue.